Hello and welcome back to the Bradley Hockey Network. I'm Logan Quinn and I'm joined alongside Cory Kohut. This is our first game since around December when we had our senior night and we had technical difficulties, so hopefully we will not be having those tonight. So Cory, what are your thoughts on the game?
Well, I mean, it is the first one back for Bradley here, but we're going to go through some points here tonight. We're going to start with the visiting team, Marian. So the big thing for them, like we talked about, this is Bradley's first game back. They've only had a bit of a week of practice and training camp to get back into the swing of things. So maybe look to kind of jump on them early, play a little bit physical, try and catch them on their heels. Second is shots. When a goalie hasn't been in a game environment for a very long time, it can kind of be tough to read the game. So if they get some odd angle shots, some good rebounds down low, can kind of get Cole Walter moving and shaking and see if he can stand up to the case. And finally is puck possession. A big thing is Bradley's D don't handle well when the opposing team does very well with puck possession in the O zone and neutral zone. So if they're able to utilize their space and move the puck accordingly, they'll make Bradley struggle in the D zone. Now we're going to move to our home team, the Braves. Big thing is fundamentals. They have a lot of skilled players in that locker room. They just need to stick to the basics, get the first couple shifts under them, and understand that it's just one shift at a time, one period, and they should come out on top. Secondly is consistent offense. They got the speed, they got the size. They got to get the puck slow and get some really good shots off to start the game, and I think they should get to a quick start on that. And finally is energy. It's the last weekend Bradley gets to play in the Owen Center. I know it's still on break, so they're not going to have the big turnout they normally do, but they need to utilize their little bit of home crowd that they have here, Logan, and get fired up and give them something to see.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Cory, this is a big game for Bradley because they're trying to shake off the rust, and they're also trying to take advantage of the home ice because after this they go on the road for 3 weekends, I believe, before playoffs. So this is going to be a big weekend for them. Just try and get back in game shape, feel out where your teammates are going to be since you haven't been with them for a bit, and just get back to normal. So as a player, what are you what's going through your head? What are you trying to do to kind of make sure you're doing everything right?
So I kind of mentioned it's the fundamentals. So we'll go from the back end and move forward. For D-man, stay between the dots, make good first passes. I mean, you want to kind of feel the puck, feel how the game's kind of turning around before you start to get too crazy with it. And then as you move up front, just get the open lanes and get shots. I mean, play physical, dump the puck in, don't try and overcomplicate things. As much as we'd all have been on the ice 24/7 over break as a player, that's not always the opportunity you're given. So you got to take it simple. This is a D3 team that Bradley is playing. And last time they did that was Butler, and they had a very offensive strike. So look to try and keep it simple and not get too advanced with it. And I think Bradley will kick the rust off in the first 10.
Thank you, Cory. And I think one thing that's going to be big here is shots, because looking at goalies for Marian, their highest save percentage is .794. And then, like we mentioned earlier, you have Bradley coming off a long period of time. So both teams really, it's just going to be who can get quality shots and who can kind of find the back of the net first. We have about 12 and a half minutes here left before opening face-off, so we'll be back then, and thank you for watching. We are back for the start of this hockey game. Once again, I'm Logan Quinn, joined alongside Cory Kohut. For Bradley, they are starting with Cole Walter in net, Jacob Rack on defense, joined by Tommy Shack. At center, Trevor Cooney, and wings, Jack Flood and Tommy Davis. Marian is starting with Sam Gashinka-Birkin in net, and at D, Mike Coenza and Logan Drolet. And then at wings, Levi Olson and Captain Hansen, and at center, Alex Lindman. Any last thoughts before this game starts, Cory?
First 30 seconds, first hit, first shot, first goal normally leads to that. If Bradley can kind of jump on that, should be a quick game for them. But if Marian can kind of catch Bradley by surprise, I'm going to be in for a fun one tonight.
And we are off. Bradley wins back the faceoff. Tommy Shack possesses it, passes it forward to Tommy Davis, which is whiffed. And now Bradley possesses it. Flood back to Rack, who gives it to Shack. Tommy Davis passes it forward to the center of Bradley's zone. Intercepted there by Marian. They look to get it in, but it is turned over. Cooney brings it in, shot down the middle, and it is right to the breadbasket of Gashinka-Birkin.
A lot of miscommunication there. I mean, Tommy Shack looking for kind of a regroup play, kind of get his forwards an option, and a little bit of a desync coming from the high school pairing back in Chicago. So a little bit of a rough start, and unfortunately for Cooney, you can't score when you put it right in the chest.
A little bit of rest there shown by everyone, and Marian wins the draw back, but their breakout is missed. Zach Malbon now takes it behind the net, passes it or dumps it forward. It looks like no ice. Marian touched it or was in the way of it. They pass it forward. Bradley pins him in on the inboard. Bradley pass across center, no one. Shot on net by Zach Malbon. And a nice pad save there by Gashinka-Birkin on the rebound by, I believe, Andrew Spence. Marian now looks to pass it out of the slot, and they pass it really to no one. Dump in there by Andrew Schmidt. Marian with the breakout. They pass it forward. It's almost intercepted there by Sam Bryant. But they turn it over at the blue line, and Bradley now looks to clear their zone. Bradley hit it forward to the Marian blue line, and it's sent back in by Marian to Bradley, and offside, I believe, called there by the referee.
You know, we're about a minute and a half in, and Marian picked up that first hit down in the Bradley zone. And if you're on Bradley's side, you see a small bench coming from Marian. You want to start throwing the hits early and kind of catch them off. When you're playing the physical game, you get a team fatigued really, really fast, and then it'll give for more of those opportunities, those odd man rushes for Bradley going the other way.
Face-offs won back by Marian to their own zone. They look to clear it out, and Garrett Hamill there at the blue line passes it back to Garrett now. Garrett looks to clear, but it's kept in there by Marian behind the end boards. Great puck battle there along the boards. It frees up. Almost to Corrales, who was able to go on a 2-on-2, but now it's a 3-on-2 for Bradley. Blessing center, shot and save there by Gashinka-Birkin. Now center slot and shot and wide. Cover.
When Bradley's started to kind of jump in on you there, but when Bradley's getting these shots, you have to get them from the odd angles. You have to get them in spots where you're going to generate rebounds. If Bradley's just trying to simply put it through the goalie, we can see that Gashinka's already kind of getting warm. He's already making some big saves like that pad down low on Spence. So he's already kind of warming in the game, and it's less than 5 minutes. Bradley has to start picking for those second shots or looking to make the goalie move side to side if they want to keep up this pressure and bury one here.
He's done a really good job of winning that first shot, and it's won back by Bradley to the point. Gousset sends it on net, but it is blocked. Puck battle now below the boards, won by Marian. Turnover there. Puck now below the net, sent out front. Gousset tries to send it back in deep, but whiffs on it. And now Tommy Shack goes down to his own end line, and it is called icing. Yeah, both teams really, they seem to not really be on the same page with everyone, and it's kind of led to some sloppy passes and a little bit of miscommunication between the two teams.
You know, if I'm looking at Bradley and kind of assessing them here, I know it's only 2.5 minutes in, but it's seeming like a lot of little two-letter word I like to call me hockey. You got to start moving the puck and getting everyone involved. You're going to knock that rust off really fast and get everyone involved when you're moving it around and using all 5 guys on the ice.
Face off there, tie up. One back to Tommy Davis, but it exits the Marian zone. Marian dump it in there.
Cole Walter comes out of his net to play it. He passes it forward to Tommy Davis, who sends it now back behind the net to Rack. Rack pushed up against the boards. Trying to battle for it. Spence hits it out to Flood. Flood hits it up, not able to clear. A puck battle now below the net by the fans. And Schmidt sends it out towards Tommy Davis, who's unable to crowd it, but does exit the zone. And nice little deke in, and saved by Cole there. Marian went through 2 Bradley players and nearly tucked one in. Cole loses his stick, shot out front, and misses wide. Really good opportunity there. Marian tries to send one in from the blue line. It's sent down below the end boards. Puck battle now going along the end boards, can't really tell. And Bradley is able to clear it and send in Tommy Davis here on a semi-breakaway. He beats by the has 2 passes to the slot to Pierce, who tries to hit one to Etchison but is unable. Zach Malbon now hits one to the center, not able to corral it or really get a shot off there. Puck battle now below the boards, won by Pierce. Sends it, tries to send it to the slot, but really unable. Pierce gets in on it, and it is hit out of play there by Marian, so faceoff will stay in the zone.
I want to take a 30-second rewind here. Bradley got hemmed in on the zone, and we saw a little bit of pressure coming in from Marian. I mean, we're just we're just a taste into this game, Logan, and we're already seeing a lot of these bad habits we don't want Bradley to pick up of guys flying the zone. If they use their speed and play down low, they'll be able to break out on this Marian defense very easily instead of just flying through.
Puck cleared there by Marian, and it will go for icing. And yeah, like you were saying, both teams, they've had a lot of bad habits or bad turnovers that have led to some good quality chances, but neither team has been able to bury one so far.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy Davis tried to use his speed and go wide, but he was just end of the shift and not able to get around that D-man. It was a great back check there by Marian, but I want to see him stop trying to make these cute passes, because when you've got that rust on still and you're gripping the stick a little tight, everyone wants to try and be the first guy to open the dam, but just get a good shot off.
Face off won by Bradley. Pierce possesses it, tries to send one in the slot, but it's intercepted there. Sam Bryant keeps it in and sends it below the net. Pierce there with a nice hit, keeps the puck in below the boards. And it is, I believe, Andrew Spence there who wins it back to Blessing in the slot. Shot and save or tipped there by Pierce. Bradley is able to keep the puck in thanks to Blessing. Pierce now passes to Blessing in the slot and nearly there on the one-timer. Marian exit or send it out of the zone, and they'll call no icing there. Zach Malbon takes it from behind the net, skates it out himself before passing it to Sam Bryant. Sam Bryant now dumps one in. Looks like Baker coming in to try and win it, and he does. Baker sends it back in below the net now. Big hit there by Corrales. And Tommy Shack now holds it at center ice, waiting for his men to regroup and get on side. Corrales hits one in. Marian now looking to break it out. And Marian enters the Bradley zone. Tommy Shack tries to pinch. Garrett Hamill now takes the puck from below the end line, sends it forward to Baker. Baker dumps one in, and Bradley will go for a line change now. Marian possessing the puck now, looking for a nice breakout opportunity. They should get free space thanks to the Bradley line change, but they're still unable to get it past the half ice. They send it forward, and that will go for an icing.
You know, it's just a lot of back and forth, the pucks flying in each direction. I like seeing Tommy Shack there use that cross ice, open up his hips, and kind of split the ice in half with a good crossing pass to Grady Blessing there. But that was the Eric Simmons on Marian using his big body there to kind of drive through into the offensive zone and get the puck down low there on Cole Walter. So it's nice to see that the bigger guys on Marian are using that size to kind of push through Bradley's knee.
Bradley tie up there. They're unable to win it, and Marian exits their defensive zone, and they enter the Bradley zone. Good hit there by Gousset to free up the puck. Bradley clear it, but it is intercepted by Marian and sent back in. 97 from Marian Hansen hits one of the Bradley players and wins the puck. Bradley, Tommy Davis now trying to exit the zone, using that speed and that nice stick handling to get around 2 Marian players. Bradley send one in and elect to go for a semi-line change. Marian now is trying to get the puck out of their own zone. They do, but Bradley win it back now at center. Doucette sends one in deep. Tommy Davis looks to go and try and retrieve it. Intercepted by Doucette, shot and blocked. Marian will now have a 2-on-1 opportunity if they hurry. They pass it, and good defense there by Schmidt to intercept that pass and hit it towards the end boards. Ooh, near clear by Bradley, but it is deflected by their own man. Looking now to clear, but they're just unable to. Decide to pass it back to Doucette, who whiffs on it, but thanks to Cole is able to get it. He's telling the boys just to calm it down and just kind of get the puck out. Shot there due to a turnover, and it's missed wide. Marian now, and it is cleared for a 2-on-1. Tommy Davis and Andrew Spence. Tommy Davis goes to the slot and shot and save, I believe. Even Gashinka Birkin did not know where that one was.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of a cluster mess here. I mean, both teams here just throwing the puck kind of everywhere where they feel like it's just a live hand grenade on everyone's stick. It's just, I'm watching, and it seems like just take a second, pick your head up. Jacob Doucette walks the blue line, and his head's in his laces, just got to pick his head up and realize that Lindman's in front of him.
A lot of what I like to call hit and run, where they're just trying to get that puck forward and try and get the next shot. It's won by Bradley and sent below the end boards to a slot, in the pass in the middle, but unable to corral it. Shot there from Malbon, it doesn't get through, and Gashinka Birkin is eventually able to cover it there. A couple good opportunities for Bradley, but they're unable to capitalize due to Marian sticks getting in the way.
These Bradley D need to move laterally along the blue line. The Marian forwards are moving at a very direct angle at them. If they just move slightly to the left or the right, they're going to have a massive shooting lane, and Gashinka is playing rather low in his crease, so it's going to generate a lot of opportunities, and Bradley likes to bury guys down low, especially when you have some out there like Andrew Spence and Zach Pierce, who's collected a lot of goals from on top of that blue paint, that if I'm a D-man, if I'm Malbon, I'm going to walk to that middle and just get the puck on net and low for a generating opportunity.
They've gotten a lot of good looks in the slot there, but just due to a pass not connecting or a Marian stick, they haven't been able to capitalize. The face-off's won back by Marian, who is almost able to clear it, but unable to. Zach Malbon keeps it in at the end board, or the line, excuse me, but it's won back by Marian. Marian now enters the Bradley, almost enters the Bradley zone. And a lot of stick whacking going on. And Marian enters the Bradley zone now, looks for a shot. Big hit there by Zach Malbon. Frees up the puck, and he's able to clear it, or take it himself now. 3-on-1 for Bradley. Zach looks to shoot, passes it, and shoots. He almost got a nice rebound there, but Gashinka was able to hit it to where no Bradley player could connect on it. Corrales keeps it at the line, and glove saved by Gashinka Birkin. A couple of nice looks there for Bradley on that shift.
You know, I like that shot selection by Zach Malbon, looking for that low far pad. I think if he had it just half of a smidge higher, he might have picked him on the low blocker. But that was a good step-up, good read when it's 1-on-4. And someone should step up there, Logan. Letting a guy kind of freelance in the top of your slot isn't something you kind of want to let him get away with, so Malbon made him pay the price.
One back to Shaq, who sends it in on the blue line, and it's blocked. Baker tries to corral it. Baker, big hit there on the end board. Marian trying to get it up, and they will not get it into the zone due to the offsides. Benning now takes it back. He passes it forward, but due to a lucky bounce, it still ends up in a Marian stick. Marian sends it deep. Sam Bryant goes to corral it. He passes it forward. And due to a bad pass, it will not get to Corrales, but thanks to him being behind the Marian D, he's able to get it for no icing. He looks to pass it to the slot to no one there, and it will go back to Sam Bryant, who looks to regroup behind his own net. He passes it over to Contreras, who hits it forward to Daniels, who's unable to really, he does end up controlling it, gets a shot, and goal! What a snipe there by Daniels. He shot it, and the Gashinka Birkin was in the RVH there, and it hit off his mask and went in. What a really lucky goal there for Bradley.
Sometimes you want to use your head in the right way, and unfortunately, using your head let Zach Daniels there kind of sneak one in on the short side. When you give that big fella a chance to step up and let his snapshot go, it's really got some It's got quite some speed behind it. He was able to kind of muscle through on the half wall and walk in and pick one of those corners that we talked about earlier, Logan. You can't just keep shooting in the favorable spots for the goalies. We see Gushenka's kind of zoned in already, but I think he picked about the smallest corners he could and wrung it right off the noggin.
There wasn't much there either. He tried to get his head in, and it still didn't get to it. Tommy Davis wins it, but Gushenka covers it. Tommy barely was nearly able to get the puck there and have a breakaway on Gushenka, but luckily just out of his reach.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see Tommy Davis is trying to use his speed, but I think where he's going to pick up more points and where he's going to allocate a lot more success is using Cooney and Flood with him. He's got some skilled forwards on his line. I think the three of them, as soon as they start clicking, Logan will be really good.
Cooney wins it back to Tommy, who sends it in below the net. Little puck battle there going in by the side of the net. The ref loses sight of it and blows it, so it'll be another offensive face-off for Bradley. It's been an interesting start, but Bradley finally, with the quality chances they've been getting, they were finally able to bury it there thanks to Zach Daniels. And now Cooney wins it back to Schmidt, who sends it in deep. Marian looks to possess it and try and dump it out, but they're unable to. And they do get it out, but Schmidt will get it now below his own net with a man on his back. He's hit off the puck. Puck battle now down by the student section. And it's sent out by, I believe, Bradley. Tommy Davis here looking to beat his man and potentially get a scoring chance. Tommy Davis beat his man in wide. Tried to hit one out to the slot, but was unable to. Tommy now controls it again below the boards, but he loses it. Flood was able to keep it in. He gives it to Tommy, who skates by two Marian players looking for a shot, gets one on net, and it is saved by Gushenka Birkin. Marian now looking to get it out, nearly kept in there by Tommy Davis. It's now possessed by Bradley. Garrett coming up the right boards, dumps it in. Bradley D and forwards now going for a line change. Puck's now below the net. Nice little scrum going on there a moment ago. Another puck battle. And Etchison almost comes up with it, but is unable to. Pierce looking to keep it in, and he is unable to, but Bradley will still possess it thanks to Gousset. Gousset dumps one in now. Pearson Spence going in now to try and win that puck off the boards. Pierce sends one to the blue line, who's almost sent over to Blessing, but Gousset gets it. Gousset sends it down to Blessing. Blessing now behind the net, passes it back to the point. Pass there, excuse me. Back to Rack. And shot and just saved by Gushenka Birkin. Nice little pad save there. Passing it back to Gousset, who sends it over to Rack. And Rack there tries to hit Pierce in the slot, but little stick tie-up. Sends it back to Gousset on the point. Gousset tries to get by his man, but loses the puck there. It's hit out by Marian. Bradley looks to hit Pierce there, and the ref does say Pierce got a piece of it, so there will be no icing. Blessing now tries to get the puck below the net, unable to. Marian looking to get it out, and they do. Zach Malbon sends it back in deep. Bradley will go for a semi-line change here. Baker and Blessing now trying to keep it in the zone. Marian clears it, but Sam Bryant wins it back at center. He elects to pass it back to Zach Malbon, who takes it forward and dumps it in. Sam now goes in, flying, tries to get one to the point, and gets a pass to the slot, but a broken stick there. He now hustles back to kind of hit the Marian player off the puck. Bradley win it back, and offside now called at the line. So a lot of just not really possession there, just a lot of kind of errant passes and not really any really fundamental hockey, I should say.
Marian's giving Bradley the zone, and they're allowing him to walk forward and get the blue line for free. I would really like to see Bradley try and use some zone entry, maybe have a center lane drive, move some guys wide and drop pass, something other than dumping it in deep, because they're dumping it and no one's going for it, Logan. So as much of a dump and chase game you want to play, they're missing the other, I would say, more important part of the dump and chase game is the chase. And they're just not doing that following, pushing the puck in. So maybe make a play or a zone entry and they can get some success.
Tie up there on the face-off, won by Bradley, and it's dumped in again. They do chase it and get it down that time. Daniels now below the net. And it's one to the slot, and good save there by Gashinka Birkin on Bouchard, who he hits it out over to Bryant, who does come down from the point. He tries to hit it back to Bouchard, but it is intercepted there by Marian, who come in on 2-on-2. They like to shoot it from center ice, and it is won back by Zach Malbon, who sends it forward. Shot there from the point, saved by Cole Walter. Marian looking for a pass to the slot. It's blocked there by Zach, who looks to try and win back the puck. And Cole there stops a pass by reaching his stick out. And so now we'll have a face-off in the Bradley zone.
As a D-man, when you're down low, trying to kick the rust off the boots, you have to get your feet moving. Put your head on your swivel, look behind your shoulders, and look to make that good first pass out of the zone. D-men on both these sides of the ice are just throwing it everywhere, right off the glass. You have to get the feet moving, look for a pass, and have some opportunities for your forwards to make some plays. Otherwise, it's just going to be the good old hand grenade game all day.
One back by Bradley, and it ends up going to Cole, who elects to decides to cover it again. Yeah, it's for both sides. It's been a lot of get the puck if you're a defenseman and just try and clear it from the zone instead of looking for that precise breakout pass that you're supposed to be doing. Just a lot of rust, really, for both teams. And the faceoff is one back by Bradley. Tommy Davis tries to get that breakout pass, but is unable to. And he does beat his man down to the other side of the rink, and there will be no icing. Good hustle there by Tommy. Puck there, scrummed down by the end boards, and it ends up squirting out, and a Marian player trying to get it, but unable to. So now Tommy sends it back to the point, and kept in by Schmidt, who sends it back down to Tommy, but Marian intercepts it. Schmidt keeps it in twice, sends it back in deep. Marian looks to clear it, and they will. Flood sends it over to Tommy Shack, who sends it forward. Cooney tries to hit it in, but is really unable to. Spence, good puck battle there, lifts his stick and wins the puck. Cooney, good chance there in the front, but he gets his stick lifted and is unable to really get a quality chance from it. Marian come in now. They get by Schmidt, but they don't get a shot off. It was hit away. And an interference penalty called now on number 61, Sergei Samard, who I believe it was Cooney when he didn't have the puck, so that's an easy interference call right in front of the referee.
All right, first power play, Bradley gets their first chance on the man advantage. Move the puck around, get shots, get moving laterally. You got some really good guys up top. You got Tommy Shack, who can control the puck really well. You got Sam Bryant. Those are two of your best D-men out there on the back end. Get them the puck and get them moving side to side to generate opportunities for guys down low. Now, if you're someone like Zach Pierce, he's going to find those spots. He's been very successful down low. So get him down low, get the puck up top, and generate some opportunities and score here on this man advantage.
Really good chance now for Bradley to pass it around and do what they want. And it's one back by Marian, but kept in on the point by Shack, who sends it over to Bryant. Bryant looking. Goes to the slot, sends one in, blocked by his own man. Tommy Davis now gets it by the right circle, sends it back to Sam Bryant, who looks to shoot, but passes it to Tommy Shack, who sends it to Tommy Davis, and blocked there by Marian. Nearly a good opportunity there. Now below the end boards, sends it over to Tommy on the wing, He looks for Sam Bryant, but keeps it and loses it. Marian now looking to just stall and kill time. Gets dumped down to Tommy Davis, who loses a puck battle, and good chance there, and Cole Walters comes up with a nice glove save to keep this a 1-0 Bradley lead.
Yeah, this is what happens when you try and do too much. The puck's always going to move faster than you, and you're going to generate more opportunities when you use the guys around you. I mean, it's a big symptom for a lot of guys when they come back after a break. I mean, I know for me personally, I watched a ton of World Juniors, and that gets you most amped up to play hockey ever, and you're going to want to try and do everything you see out there. But you got to move the puck, do what's in your skill set, and utilize the guys, especially on the man advantage.
Face-off one now to the point by Marian, blocked there by Pierce, I believe. And now Marian looked to dump it into the Bradley zone. Sam Bryant recovers it, looking for a breakout opportunity now. He takes himself up the left side boards, gets pushed off and dumps it in. Flood now looking to recover it for Bradley, and cleared there by Marian, but not very far, so Bradley will get it around their own blue line now. Flood now on the right-hand boards, takes it down to his own blue line, gains some speed, hits one forward, dispense. Bradley not on the same page there, and it's turned over. Cole gets the puck now, passes it back to the below the net. Bradley looking for a breakout with 30 seconds left on the on the power play. Corrales now controls it on his own blue line, looking for just something really, one of the Bradley players to break forward. Rack hits it over to, I believe, Corrales again, who looks for Baker and hits him. Baker now on a 2-on-0, and he hits the crossbar. Nice opportunity there that Bradley is unable to capitalize on. Really good look. Corrales, shoots one in wide. Flood to Corrales, and the penalty is over, so this will be 5-on-5 action once again. Marian now gets the puck, carrying in on the Bradley boards. They get it in and hit away by Cole. They were unable to get really a shot off. They kind of lost the puck last second there. Marian now puck in the slot. Cole looking for it, finds it and covers it.
Ooh.
Big scrum there in front of the net.
That puck was just sitting nice and loose out there in the Bradley crease. And I believe that was Sergei Samard who was looking to pick up on that loose puck and just couldn't bury it. He was using his speed coming in and trying to drive with that backhand towards the net and just wasn't able to control it. And it's tough to see that Bradley's only really scoring opportunity came from a 2-on-0 turnover. So let's hope they can kind of regroup here for the last three.
Bradley wins it back, but it's turned over there by Garrett Hamill, who hits one of the Marian players. Shot there, and Marian tries to tip it. I believe that was Samard, and he ends up stopping the puck. Marian now dumping in. Bradley goes to control it and look for the breakout. They send it forward to Daniels. Marian now control it in their own zone, looking to break out here. Harpling controlling the puck, skating it forward. Bradley going for a line change, so he is an easy out of his zone. He sends it in, and he was in front of the red line there, so that's a really a mental error, because that'll go for icing now.
Yeah, I mean, when you have that kind of opportunity, just take those couple extra steps. And, I mean, fortunately enough for him, Bradley was giving him the entire side of the ice, so he could have probably skated all the way to the goal line. It's just one of those things that both these teams are lacking on, and that's playing with your head up. A lot of block shots coming in from Bradley's D, and that's not a stat you want to be high on as a D-core.
One back by Bradley, and it is hit away by Gashinka Birkin, but the net was ruled off there on that save, so there will be a quick whistle and re-drop here.
I like the instantaneous shot coming in from Schmitty. Would like to see him kind of corral and maybe look to go D to D here, because Marian's not really pressuring that weak side defenseman, and so there's a lot of opportunity to move it. There comes the pass D to D. Ooh.
He listens to Cory and passes it over to Zach. Bradley now looking to control it. Schmidt gets the puck at the point and shoots it wide, but Bradley do still control it. Cooney sends it below the board, or below the net, to Flood, who is unable to control it. Cooney now looking to fight back for that puck. Zach nearly gets it there, but now it's a 2-on-2 for Marian. Schmidt with a nice hustle there to stop the scoring chance, and Marian kind of turned it over, and pass there by Marian to the slot, but not on the same page. Tommy Davis uses his speed here to make a 2-on-1, passes it across, and goal! Scored by Cooney. Nice play there by Tommy Davis to use his speed, beat his man out wide, and then pass it to a wide-open Cooney back door.
Yeah, I think Connor Benning wasn't there ready for Tommy Davis to speed, and just wasn't able to transition fast enough, and the D-man out front kind of sold it a little early and passed out front, and Trevor Cooney was able to bury. It's good that Bradley's able to put away one of these kind of tic-tac-toe plays. They've been going for it all period. So maybe that's the trend they're going to want to continue. They need to pick an identity and kind of stick with it, I think, the next 40.
Face off now at center ice, one back by Marian, but Pierce is able to get a turnover here. He sends it forward, and goal scored by Andrew Smith, who got the pass in the slot, and he just hit it glove side, and I believe posting in. Really nice play there off the quick face off.
Yeah, I think we found the weakness. Bradley found the weakness here on Kashinka, and that's going to be low and 5-hole. So that might play to Bradley's opportunity to get some shots in from the point and get guys down low. But I believe that was Pierce who fed Andrew there in the middle of the ice. So he's going to pick up another point here. He's leading the team in points, I believe. He's getting close to that 30 point now with 6 or 7 games left, looking to surpass that here this season.
Really nice team play there by Bradley. Marian wins it and sends it in now. Tommy Shack looking to get it. He does not, and it is sent to the slot but intercepted there. Bradley now looking for a breakout. Blessing takes it up the boards, dumps it in. Corrales now looking to retrieve it down below the net. It's hit forward and sent back to the point by Bradley, who tries to dump it in, but it is not able to. Marian now with 50 seconds left looking to get a zone entry here. They dump it in. Tommy Shack retrieves it. He hits it forward, but it's unable to get cleared. And a chance now here, nearly, but is good D there by Bradley. Blessing brings it in, passes it back to Corrales, who wide open the slot, shoots and scores! Nice snipe there by Corrales, who was able to take it wide open into the slot and snipe it top glove there on Gashinka Birkin.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot of guys on Marian kind of looking and following the play. I mean, they weren't really following the drop pass, and two guys picked up on Blessing, and he took the hit, and Corrales was able to walk to the top of the slot and just fired past that glove side on Gashinka. So that's 3 quick goals here in the last few minutes of the period. I mean, Marian was in a close 1-0 game with Bradley, and these last 3 in the last almost a couple minutes almost kind of deflated team with still a lot of puck left to play.
30 seconds left now. Bradley wins back the faceoff. They try and hit it forward, but are unable to. Marian gets the puck right outside their zone. They pass it back, looking for a breakout here now. They send it forward, intercepted there by Bouchard. Marian gets the puck at center. They do get a zone entry there, but they turn it over. It's sent forward by Bradley, and that'll be the first period. Bradley is up 4-0 thanks to, I think, 3 goals in the last 3-5 minutes or so, and some really nice chances by Bradley there.
Yeah, I mean, Bradley just finally was able to find the back of the net. They've been peppering Gashinka all night, and they finally picked some corners and generated some opportunities. So when you give yourself better scoring chances, you're normally going to fill the net a little bit more.
So what are your thoughts so far, Cory? What's Bradley doing well? What do they need to work on here?
Well, they finally found the back of the net. That's what I think they're doing well. I think one of the big things for me is they're playing the dump no chase game. So if you want to kind of dump the puck in, should send 2 guys hard and play a little more physical. I think when it comes to the end of the season and playoffs, kind of making some lazy plays isn't going to get away and you're going to win you more games. Against playing a small bench, it's pretty easy. But I think if they kind of pick up the intensity and don't let off and focus on the smart, good things, it should be okay. And if you're on Marian, you just got to let those 3 minutes kind of just remove them from your brain. I mean, you were in a 1-goal game with Bradley, so I would just kind of erase those last few minutes, reset the period, play it 0-0, and look to kind of get more true shots. We can see that pucks are sitting around down low, so when they're entering the zone wide, they need to just send it on net and just go after it, just try and crash it as much as they can to try and get some low ones on goal Walter.
Yeah, early on, both teams didn't really seem to be on the same page with each other. A lot of kind of bad passes just out of the reach of players, but Bradley there in the later end of the period was really able to kind of step it up, get back into game shape, get the rust off, figure out where guys were going to be, and they had a lot of better passes, and they kind of beat Marian to it where they got back on the same page and were able to get some nice shots and nice goals on the board there. So we'll be back here in about 13 minutes or so for the start of the second period. This is the Bradley Hockey Network, and thank you for watching.
for tuning in to the Bradley Braves Hockey Network. So we just finished the end of the very first period, and honestly, I can definitely say that it was something that I wasn't expecting. In a matter of 2 minutes, the Braves scored 3 goals. They had been playing a strong offense the entire game, but they really took it away in those last 2 minutes. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to continue to do in the second period.
we are back here for the start of the second period, and before that even starts, Bradley is going for a goaltender change here. They're putting in a Wickline now, so Cole Walter is most likely done for the night now, as he got a couple shots on the first period, but not really much action for him there.
Yeah, I mean, Marian had some offensive zone time, but it wasn't really any offensive zone time generating stuff towards the net. So I'm curious what Lindman said to his troops in the locker room, kind of rallying back. I mean, like we mentioned before we went to break, is when the team buries 3 quick ones on you in the last few minutes, anything in the last minute of the period kind of gives you a bad taste going into the locker room. So it's interesting to see what kind of said to kind of get the guys going in the right direction.
No goalie there. Here he comes. Shashinka Birkin is still in net now for Marian, as the two teams look to get things going here for the start of the second. And the ref looks to Wickline, looks to Shashinka Birkin, and we are about to get things rolling.
Who you got on next goal scorer for Bradley?
I'll go with Tommy Davis. How about you, Corey?
I'm going to go Tom Shack. And then on we can't play one way here. On Marian, I think I'm going to go Lindman. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Lindman or Kevin Chin.
I'll go Sergei Samard. He's had a couple quality chances.
True, he has had some good O's on time.
All right, offensive zone face-off here for Bradley, and it is won back by Marian, who looks to clear it. Sam Bryant, I believe it is, pinches, and thanks to him and Cooney, they keep it in now below the net. Sent forward by Marian. Tommy Shack pinches now, keeps it in. Cooney looks for a pass in the middle, no one there, and it will go down to the Bradley zone. Wickline comes out, hits it towards Flood. Flood hits it forward to Bryant. Bryant there in a puck battle. Tommy Shack comes and helps him and clears it. Tommy Davis now looking to split the D. He does, but it is just knocked away from him. Good play there by the defenseman. Tommy wins a puck battle on the boards. Tries to stick handle past one, but is unable to. Shot there from the point by Tommy Shack. Cooney hits it now towards the end boards, toward Flood. Cooney gets it back. Flood and Cooney now in a puck battle. Couple of scrums going on now below the end line, trying to free the puck, and it's sent forward to Sam Bryant. Or Schmidt, excuse me. Marian trying to clear it. They eventually do. Schmidt and Malbon now. Zach takes it himself, trying to go end-to-end. Gets a shot, but is blocked there by Marian. Zach looking for a pass in the middle. Nearly gets it to Spence, but his stick was tied up. Marian now looking to get it in on the Bradley zone. Poked away there by Schmidt. Pierce picks it up on the blue line. Takes it into the Marian zone. Gets by one, gets by another, and he hits the outside of the post. He had Shashinka Birkin beat, but was just unable to tuck it there. Marian clear it. Garrett tries to corral it, but is unable to. He hits it forward. Shot there from the blue line. Wickline saves it. Scrum going on right now, and it is hit in. Number 40 for Marian.
Who was it? That's Jackson Sweeney. That's their number 3 goal scorer here on their on the Marian roster. We were looking for him. We didn't have him on our sheet here, Logan. Good thing I wrote him in. But Marian knocks the big old donut off the board for Bradley, and this is what I'm talking about. Everyone's trying to do things on their own, trying to be a one-man army, and 5 guys on the ice got to use all 5, and Marian capitalized on Bradley's mistakes and put one away. We got a bit of a hockey game rolling.
Marian now wins it forward, gets into the Bradley zone, turned over there. Rack hits it forward to Blessing, who looks to try and beat his man down wide. He sends it forward to the slot, and shot there, and goal by Corrales. He got a nice pass there in the slot, and he was able to backhand one into the net to give Bradley a 4-goal lead again, just seconds after that Marian goal.
Well, Corrales picked up his second one of the night. I like that effort in the pass coming across from Blessing, really working hard to get down low, and didn't have much of a chance, but this is where Marian has to kind of pick it up a little bit and play fast in transition. They have to try and keep the pace going. If they want to try and get in this hockey game, they want to they knocked one off, but they want to try and get that goal spread within a 4 to try and at least get a little momentum going.
some really nice plays there by Blessing, who he took a hit earlier in the first period on this end to get an assist, and then that end beats his man with some nice hustle. So Marian controls the puck now below their net. They look to clear it here, nearly hit out of their stick though. They send it forward. A bad pass that leads to no one, and there will be no icing. Or there will be, excuse me.
I think that was someone from the bench yelling no icing to try and get in their head. But yeah, I mean, these cross-seam passes, it's not the easiest thing to do, so you got to do it with speed, and the guy who's looking to receive the puck has to do it with speed as well. So now we got Bradley's top line out there. Only one goal tonight from this line, and no points from this deep pairing. I really like this, that Sam Bright and Shaq playing together now.
And face-off won by Bradley, sent back to Sam, who sends it over to Tommy Shaq, who sends it in below the net. Cooney now in a puck battle, sends one in the slot, hit away by Shashinka Birkin, but Tommy Davis picks it up, looks for the wraparound, and is stuffed on it. He sends it to the slot, but Marian is able to recover and clear their zone. They look now to hit a cross-seam pass across the ice, nearly out of their player's reach. Tommy Davis now taking it in, beats one man, stick handles, shoots and scores. Nice little 5-hole tuck in there by Tommy Davis to give Bradley now a 5-goal lead.
Yeah, I mean, Bradley's starting to flood the net now. We can see the deflatement coming in from Gushinka, who's, believe it or not, I mean, he's had 6 go by him, but he's had a phenomenal night so far. He stopped a lot of the things that have come his way, and when the onslaught keeps going, when Bradley has a ton of offensive zone time, the wall does fall, and that's eventually how it works. But if I'm on the side of Bradley, I want to look to control the puck and control the game now. I don't want to just continue to send the puck and give it to them. I want to play with the puck and work on the fundamental things.
Face-off won by Bradley, but they're unable to get it into the zone. Marian now takes it in below the Bradley net. They send it to the slot, but unable to connect there. Puck battle that leads to Bradley nearly getting it, but Marian continues to control it. Shot there in the slot, goes just over the net and over a wick line. Pass to the slot here. Shot and blocked there by Bouchard. Nice little defensive play by him. Bradley is able to clear it. Bouchard gets it, takes it into the Marian zone. Continues to control it, looks for a pass across the slot, but is unable to. Shot there by Zach Malbon from the point, and it is saved by Shashinka Birkin.
I think that's the first shot from the point that has gotten through without being blocked. We're 25 minutes into the game.
I think you're correct on that, Corey. So nice
baby steps, baby steps.
Yeah. Nice little breadbasket save by Gushinka. Face off now on his glove side. It's tied up there by Bradley, but won back by Marian, who bring it in. And they look for the 5-hole on a breakaway. Nice save by Wickline, who was able to stop that 5-hole breakaway chance. Big hit now by the end boards by Sergei Samard on, I believe that's Pierce now, down below the net.
Yeah, he was kind of down on his knees, and I understand the puck was down there, but I mean, when a guy's down on his knees, it's kind of it's like the law of hockey not to go for a guy when he's still down and down low. I mean, hockey is a physical game and things do happen, but it's like a consideration thing. So I wonder if 5's going to get put up on the board. I know it's a 6-1 game, and they don't want to give Bradley, which I'm against. I think make the correct call, and when something like that has happened, a guy's down on his knees, to me, it's a 5-minute penalty.
It will be a 5-minute penalty here for Sergei Samard, who also exit the penalty box, so I have a feeling he will be done now for the night. Even though it gives Bradley a now extended power play opportunity, like you said, Garrett, I think it's the right decision. You set a tone saying you're not going to tolerate this, even though the game might be a little bit out of hand.
Well, I agree with you, but Garrett's not standing up here with you tonight. Garrett's on the ice, unfortunately, or lucky for him. I'm just giving you a hard time. But now, if you're in Bradley's skates and you're on their side of the bench, you're up 6-1. Sometimes some guys might relate to just rolling lines. When you're still looking to kick the rust off and move things forward, I would still run your 2 power plays. They're going to have the time and space, and you need to figure it out. End of the season, when you get special team opportunities, you have to convert. Sorry, I was looking for the word. It has to happen. I mean, you're going to win championships like that when you get these man advantages. It's just how it's going to work. So you got your top line out there, and I really want to see Shaq and Brian utilized here up top.
Apologies for that, Corey. And like you mentioned, a good chance for some live fire here for your power play, not just practice time, but actual in-game situation to kind of get on the same page and get things going. It's won now by Bradley, and they send it down below the boards. Two of Bradley players go in now, trying to win back that puck. Big scrum going on. No one's able to corral it or really get that puck out, and it's one back to Shaq, who passes it over to Sam Bryant, who looks for a shot. Saved there by Gashinka Birkin, and it's hit out to the point, and looks like a semi-opportunity here for Marian, but 4 Bradley players are able to hustle back and not really allow much. It's one by Spence over to Shaq, who looks for a breakout pass, but is not on the same page as Sam. It's sent in by Marian to Shaq now below the net. 4 minutes left on this power play opportunity. Shaq hits one forward to Baker, who hits it into the zone. Tommy Davis tries to keep it in. He's unable to really corral it, and it's sent out by Marian. Jack Flood now hits one over to Rack, who keeps it himself and gets tripped down, but no call. Flood now looking to control it. It's almost cleared by Marian. Good keep there by Bradley on the blue line, and Marian do eventually clear it.
Bradley's got to settle the puck down and look to just get some zone time. They're just trying to move the puck around too much, and it's getting frisky.
And Bradley lose it at the blue line. Marian recover it, and they send it out again. Wickline does not come out to play it, so Marian will get the puck now in the Bradley zone, looking just to kill clock. They try and look for a pass towards the slot, but is unable to, and the ref blows it dead now, thinking Wickline had covered it.
So, looking to see who Bradley sends out next. They're going to keep this line out there. I mean, if I'm a coaching staff, you're realizing that you have 2 minutes of a power play in a 6-1 game, and you've had 0 controlled zone time. You maybe had 5 seconds total. That needs to change. You need to get into the offensive zone, make good tape-to-tape passes, and figure it out fast.
2 minutes left now on this power play tie up there, which Bradley eventually does win. And they take it into the zone, take it now below the goal line. They send it back to Rack on the point, who sends it over to Corrales. And Baker's unable to control it there in the slot, so Marian will clear. They wrap it back to kill some more clock, but it's intercepted there by Corrales, who takes it into the zone, looks for a shot, hits it wide, but Bradley will control it now. Sent back over to Corrales to the top of left circle, who sends it to the point to Schmidt, who sends it over. Schmidt now with it at the point. Shot blocked there by Marian. Schmidt, looks to get a slot pass there, but is unable to find anyone. Bradley does keep it in, though. Schmidt now on the point, passes over to Corrales, who holds it on the left board and sends it back to Schmidt, who Schmidt gets one on net, and it's nearly deflected, but it goes wide.
I mean, good puck work from Andrew Schmidt at the top of the set, but the guys on the half wall of Corrales and Cooney have to be in a better shooting opportunity than way out on the board. You're not going to score goals from out.
Bradley now take it into the zone. Cross-seam pass to Blessing, who misses just high of the top right portion of the net there. Another pass there to Blessing, is unable to control it. Marian try and clear, but are unable to. Kept in there by Daniels. Daniels hits it forward to, I believe that was Bouchard, but was unable to control it there. So Bradley now with a minute 20 left. Schmidt behind his own net looking for a breakout. He sends one forward to Contreras, who was unable to control it there, but it won't go for icing thanks to him touching it. And he sends it forward, or he controls it himself and then sends it forward to Zach Malbon, who sends it over to Schmidt on the point, who sends one across. And shot there, saved by Gashinka Birkin there. Hit out to Wickline, who doesn't cover it. He hits it forward to Zach Malbon, who has some speed and is going from his own end. Shot there. Gashinka, nice blocker save, is able to kind of keep it in his body and eventually cover it there.
You know, looking for a shot off the rush is always good. But for me, at least how I see it, when you have the man advantage, when you got the free zone entry, take the time, set it up, and look for a quick pass out front, or look for generating an odd man opportunity off the wall somewhere to use that little bit of time left you have.
40 seconds now left on the Bradley power play. It's one back, but turned over at the blue line, and Marian do clear. Wickline comes out to play it. He hands it off to Garrett. Garrett now gets tied up. Gousset comes in and wins it. He hits it forward. Big hit there on him. Pierce now enters the zone. Stick handles, nearly gets a shot off, but the puck is hit wide. Garrett keeps it in on the blue line. Sends it down below the end line, but Pierce is unable to find anyone in the slot. Hit out by Marian, and that'll do it for the Bradley power play, as both teams are even strength now.
Maybe a handful of shots there from Bradley's power play on a 5 minute, and not too satisfied with it as a Bradley fan.
Bradley was unable to clear it from their zone there. Marian keep it in. It's set now below the end line. Shot there on net. Saved by Wickline. Pierce looks to ice it here. And he does. That will go for icing. So now 10 minutes left in this period. Bradley up 6-1. Marian just killed a huge 5-minute major.
Yeah, if you're Marian, you get that big momentum off the kill. I mean, you're already short bench, lost another man out there, so you're going to want to look to try and generate something, get some opportunity going. You got guys out here who are tired, who are a little over a minute-long shift now. So if they can look to get a quick opportunity, quick jump to kind of start closing the bracket, at least tie up the score in this period.
Tie up there, won by Bradley. Pierce looking for just a little dump out, and he does. It will go for icing. So Bradley will now have another defensive zone face-off here. Look for maybe them to win it back, kind of control things, look for a good breakout, and then get a nice chunk of time in their offensive zone.
You know, we talked about the beginning of the game, fundamentals, face-offs, passes, finishing hits, getting shots on that, crashing that, and I still want to see Bradley pick up on those things still with 30 minutes of hockey left to play.
Tie up there, won by Bradley. Pierce sends it forward, but is unable to find Garrett. Marian dumps it in now. Gousset controls the puck. Tries to hit it out, but it is just high of the board, so that will be out of play, and another defensive zone face-off here for Bradley.
Yeah, we still have a tired D pair out there. I mean, Gousset kind of sends it out in his own zone, so luckily enough in college hockey it's no penalty, but you still can't change. So we're going to look to make a quick play to get the puck out of the zone with a couple fresh forwards.
Marian now win it. Look for a shot there, blocked, sent to the slot, and shot and saved by Wickline, who had a nice opportunity there for Marian, but he just beats the man straight up and saves it with his blocker. Bradley now hit it out. Tommy Davis takes it up the left-hand boards. Looks to stick handle by his man, but is hit down by the end line now, and Marian do clear it. Wickline hits it over to Tommy Shack, who now looks behind his net to bring it forward. He gives it to Sam Bryant. Sam Bryant passes it forward to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis gets hit there off the puck. Flood, picks it up. And Tommy is almost able to backhand it over Gashinka Birkin, who had fallen due to his own guy and Cooney getting hit into him. Flood now controls it below the end line. Puck battle going on. Cooney controls it, hits it to Tommy Davis in the slot, and it hit either Gashinka Birkin or the post there, but it stays out. Tommy Davis there with the slot or shot there, and then a rebound from the slot. Marian take it out.
Looks like a Bradley penalty is coming up here too.
Gashinka does not get to the bench, and so now Bradley will go to the penalty kill, their first one of the game.
Yeah, you're going to look to want to get some offense going here for Marian, get who you can out there to try and at least put one past Wickline here. It's still only 2-1 in the second here in favor of Bradley. So if they're able to pick up on here on the power play, tie it up 2-2, small steps if you're the side of Marian to try and get yourself back in this game whatsoever.
Flood picked up, I believe it was a slashing call there, so now Bradley with 8:32 left will go to the penalty kill here. Marian unsure of who they want out there. Face off now, blocker side of Wickline, and it's tied up in a one eventually by Marian, who sent it in deep. Puck battle now below the net. Rack there, fends off his man, passes it over, but Marian do get it. Marian now controlling behind the net, and they look for a slot pass. Their man nearly got it, but it was hit away. 30 seconds now off this penalty. Bradley looking to, Marian now exiting their own zone, looking for a break-in. They do, and glove save there by Wickline on a zone entry there by Marian.
Marian had 3 guys down low, and that puck just missed the guy in the slot, but their D-men were on the complete opposite side of the ice, glued to the boards. And I'm no superstar when it comes to hockey IQ, I guess, sometimes, but having guys 80 feet from each other isn't going to be the best chance for the power play. So if they get those guys a little closer, it can generate some opportunities.
Hansen passes it over from the slot, and it's hit, or the point there, and it's hit, and some nice opportunities here from Marian, but Bradley's getting in the way. Shot there from the right circle, blocked once again. A couple blocks now for Bradley on this shift. Sweeney hits it back to Hansen, who hits it over. And Bradley are almost able to clear it thanks to some puck battles, but they eventually do now. Bradley looking to carry it in here. Shot and off the crossbar. Blessing there with a one-on-one opportunity there. Shot it from the high slot and just barely missed there, hitting the top of the crossbar.
Yeah, I mean, shorthanded chances aren't good on either side of the game. I mean, it's something that kind of just deflates the team a little bit. You don't want to see that happen because it kind of leads to there's a lot of things that have to go wrong for shorthanded opportunity to kind of almost have success. So I'd like to see Marian. They had good puck work there, moving it around the top. I don't know if they listened to me or they heard me up all the way up here, Logan, but the D-man moved a little bit closer. You can see the success coming from that.
Cory just continues to predict the future here. 40 seconds now on this penalty kill. Marian trying to clear it from their own zone for a breakout, but are unable to. I believe it's Pierce now below the boards, fending off 4 Marian players, keeping the puck in their zone. Marian finally do get a breakout from their zone, but is turned over at the Bradley blue line. Pierce there almost regaining the puck. Marian takes it now below the Bradley end line. They hit it back towards the blue line, but it goes out, and so that'll do it for the Marian power play as Bradley are now back to even strength. Marian skates it in, but turns it over. Bradley dump it out of their zone, and due to it hitting a Marian player, it will not go for icing. Pass there to the slot, unable to find anyone. Garrett does find it at the point and shoots it just high of the net. Pass back to Sam Bryant on the point, looks for a shot pass and nearly finds Pierce for a little tip in there. Sam now goes to retrieve the puck by his own end line. He hits it, he was looking to hit it off the boards over to Garrett, but he hit it just high, so that'll go for a face-off now in the Bradley zone.
You know, as a D-man, that's one of my favorite things when a guy comes in one-on-one with you and you kind of got the bit of a step on him. You see it very commonly in football when running routes. You give a little shimmy shake. If you kind of drop the head or the shoulder one way, a high percentage of the time guys like to bite. That's where you can kind of generate that space as a D-man and get moving up ice. And then transition. I mean, it's all about when you're the D-man in the zone, being the first guy out, making a good first pass and or play. And that really leads to a lot of opportunities. And I know personally I've generated a lot of points off of that. It's just a kind of fun thing you get to do because, you know, when you're the guy holding it down back there most of the time, you don't always get on the score sheet as much. But that's just one of the few ways D-men can kind of get involved.
Face off now, glove side here of Wickline. Won by Marian. Shot there from the point, and Wickline sees it all the way, and nice little glove save there by him. Bending right off the face-off, won it, or had it won back to him, and then he elected for a nice little wrist shot there from the point. Face-off now, tied up and won by Marian. Shaq hits him off the puck, though, and sends it behind his own net. Bradley there looking for a breakout pass, and Bouchard gets it at center ice. Brings it into the zone. Big hit there. He gets knocked off the puck, but Bradley is able to still control it thanks to Gousset. Little scrum now going on in front of the net. No one's sure really where it was, and the ref blows it. Nice little chance there by Bradley. Just nice little puck battle going on.
I love seeing bodies flying, good shoulder to chest hits. A lot of times now, I don't know if it's a modernized thing, but a lot of guys like to hit with their hands and stick up. And when you're playing with a cage or a bubble on, it's okay. But as soon as you put the visor on and eating gloves or stick to the mouth, doesn't feel so good. So it's good to see some good shoulder to chest physical hockey.
Face off now. One back by Bradley. Sam Bryant looking for a shot. Misses just wide there of the net. Bradley now controls it, sends it forward to Shaq from the point, who looks for a shot. It's blocked. Tommy Davis controls it by the left circle. Looks for a pass across. Goes just high. Shaq now sends it down to Flood, who is unable to control it and pushes a Marian player off, but is unable to kind of get the puck back. Tommy Davis keeps it in at the point. Hits it forward to Flood, who sends it back to Cooney backdoor, and Cooney just hits the post there. Sam Bryant keeps it in. Tommy Shaq sends it over to Cooney, who looks for the backdoor play to Tommy Davis, but is unable to get there. Tommy controls it now, sends it to Sam on the point. Sam Bryant sends over to Tommy Shaq, who sends it backdoor to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis looking, just missed there, Tommy Davis. Nice little backhand shot there. He had Gashinka Birkin beat, but he was just unable to tuck it just high of the glove side there.
Yeah, unfortunate. There's no uprights up there to give you a couple extra points. So up and into the net that one's going to go, and Tommy Davis was clearly frustrated not able to put that one away for his second of the night. And we're going to see the Corrales, Baker, and centered by Blessing line come out, who's had some pretty solid success here tonight.
Really nice shift there by Bradley, controlling the puck and doing what you want to do in the offensive zone. The puck now comes out of the Marian zone, but Bradley sends it back in now. Puck battle now, won by Marian, who looks to clear their zone here. They take it forward, nearly intercepted there by Bradley. Bradley try and clear their zone, but it's kept in just on the line. Corrales trying to push his man off with the help of Zach Malbon. They get it, and they do nearly clear, and then they do. Chance here now by Bradley with a man on his back, but just whistled down. Oh, the post came off there, so that will be a whistle. Nice chance by Baker, who he had a man on his back, but who's unable to beat Gashinka Birkin to the far post there and just tuck it under.
Got to keep your feet moving when you're driving the net like that. Baker kind of did a little crossover and a half there. You might have been able to clear and beat the defenseman and had a 1-0 on Gashinka, but he made a good save and prevented him from tucking it around him. And now we got an offensive zone draw with fresh line out here for Bradley.
Face off one back to Etchison, who just misses the net. Behind the back pass there to the slot, just unable to connect. Marian now takes it in. They dump it. Zach Malbon goes to retrieve it. And he does now, looking for a breakout pass. He hits it just high, or just out of the zone. And that'll go into the Marian bench. I believe that'll be a face-off here right in front of their bench outside the Bradley zone.
Yeah, I mean, still the same story. Everyone's playing with a hand grenade on their stick. Just pucks flying left, right, center, up in the air, up, out of glass, up, out of play. We really liked maybe a hinge reverse, move the puck across the ice. We've seen it happen a couple times. Most of the time it's led to an icing, so see if the creativity can rise here in the last 23 minutes.
Face off one back by Marian. Trying to get out of their own zone now with a Bradley forecheck on them. They are unable to. Pierce gets at the blue line, sends it in deep. Etchison goes and retrieves it. It's hit to the slot, but Marian do get the puck back. Pierce there on the back check, gets it and keeps it into the Marian zone. Pierce now below the end line, tried to find Etchison, but was unable to. Marian now looking to get a scoring opportunity here, and no offside call there. Pierce gets the puck, fires it forward to Gousset, who was unable to corral it, and that will go for icing now.
Yep, another one of those cross-site passes that lead to an icing. A lot of reasons can have that happen, but defensive zone draw. I would say that the draw circle has been favoring Marian. Now, I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, and I haven't been keeping track, but it seems like a lot of these big D-zone face-offs for Bradley's side haven't been going too successful.
Puck there ends up going to a Marian player who takes it now below the boards. He passes it to Benning on the point, who shoots it again from the point, but misses just wide this time. Pierce hits it away and nearly gets the puck, and that'll go out of play. I believe Gousset there hit it up over the boards. Pierce and Bousset now in a shoving match, and now it's Pierce and Chin now, or Etchison and Chin now, excuse me.
Yes, you're on the side of, I mean, honestly, if you're on either of these sides, I mean, I love a little chippiness, a little extracurriculars in a close game. It keeps hockey. It keeps you on your toes. It shows you guys are competitive and working. I understand we're still competitive here in a game, but it's 6-1, and you don't want any guys getting hurt or getting in long-term suspensions, especially with not much game time left in the season, I'm sure, on both sides. So just try and keep the craziness to a minimum, hopefully.
2:30 left here in the second. Face-off won by Bradley. Bouchard looks to hit it forward, and he does. Puck will go into the Marian zone. Contreras retrieves it and takes it now below the net. He is fending off his man, trying to free up that puck. Thanks to the help of, I believe, Daniels, he does. Daniels now takes it, hits it now back below the net. Marian pushes the player off the puck there and send it forward, but are unable to really control it or do anything there. Garrett sends it back into the Marian zone. Benning now looks to bring it in, and he does, but turns it over, and that will go for an offside call. One of the Marian players was not on the same page as Benning and just beat him into the zone.
Yeah, I thought it was too many men for a second there. I saw the gate open. There was quite a few white jerseys standing on the ice there, so I thought that's what was getting called. But I'm wrong. So it looks like to be an offside, and see if the face-off draw can continue to favor Marian. Nope.
Marian wins it back, but Bradley is able to get it back quickly. Zach Malbon there tries to bring it forward, but is unable to. Marian now with a semi-chance here, and glove save there by Wickline. Marian kind of had a 2-on-1 there. The Bradley D was back, but Marian had the inside step there, but they elect for the shot, and Wickline was easily able to glove save that.
This is what I'm talking about when you get into a 6-1 game. Not everyone needs to try and go coast to coast. I understand want to try and work on getting your feet and moving up ice, but if you're putting yourself and your team in a low-man opportunity, that's the last thing you want to do is put your team down a guy.
Tie up there won by Bradley, but Marian was able to quickly get it, and now Marian controls it below the net. Look for a slot pass. They do, but shot saved by Wickline. Marian looks for a point shot, and they get it blocked. Little odd man rush here for Bradley if they're able to control it, but they were unable to. Marian now with a minute left on the clock brings it into the Bradley zone. Stick handles and shot there, saved by Wickline, and then a nice block there by one of the Bradley players. Shot on Wickline, pad save. Puck below the net now. Both teams now trying to control it. Shot there from the point. Block, excuse me. Odd man rush now for Bradley. Elects for the shot and saved there by Gashinka Burke. And
if I'm Grady Blessing and I'm already slowing up to kind of make a decision, and I have two guys coming up the ice with me fast, I would look for a pad pass or a play there. I know Gashinka had his bell rung once there, picking up short side, but fool me one time, shame on me, or shame on you, or however that saying goes. Been hitting the head a couple too many times playing hockey, but yeah, Gashinka able to make a pretty frequent, pretty routine glove save.
Face-off won by Marian. They hit it forward and are able to clear their zone with 30 seconds left. Benning tries to take it in, but it's hit away by Gousset, but Marian do eventually recover it. Etchison now looking to try and hit it forward. Marian regained the puck. Gousset now below his own net, 15 seconds left on the clock. He hits it out of the zone. 10 seconds left now. Spence gets it at center, hits it in, and that'll do it for the period most likely. Benning tries to hit one forward with 4 on the clock, but it doesn't go to anyone, and that'll do it. 6-1, Bradley going into this third period now. So, Cory, did you see improvement there on the Bradley side that you were hoping for?
I saw D-men weren't getting their shots blocked as frequently. That's good. The 5-minute power play was hoping for a little more success coming from the guys up top. But, I mean, you still got 15 minutes left of this game and a whole other game tomorrow. So, Just focus on the little things. I mean, there's still a lot of ground to make, and they're going to be finishing their season pretty hard with some pretty challenging teams and one more conference weekend left that may or may not determine their playoff opportunities. So just got to keep focusing on those little things as the season comes to an end.
Neither team there was able to convert on the power play. Bradley on an extended one. But then later in the period, I believe it was the top line and deep pairing of Davis, Shaq, Bryant, Flood, and Cooney. They were able to have a nice possession there and create some nice scoring chances. But besides that, though, it hasn't been a lot of long possession there in the offensive zone for either team. 14 and a half minutes now till the third period. We will be back. This is the Bradley Hockey Network. Thank you for watching. We are back now for the third period. Bradley going with Wickline again, and Marian's still sticking with Gasinka Birkin, who he's played a really good game so far, and he's kept it a lot tighter than it could be. Both teams now looking to line up at center here so we can get things going. Any quick thoughts, Cory?
Sorry, I don't mind me jamming into some Pitbull here. Play 20 smart minutes, both sides. You got another one to play tomorrow. Still a lot of hockey left to be played in this calendar year for both teams. Don't do anything dumb. Play smart, but I want to see Bradley play with the puck. No more time to do dump and chase. Play smart, move the puck, use your skill to kind of finish out a rounded, pretty decent game.
Opening draw won by Marian there, who sent it in deep. Bradley unable to get it out there. Puck picked up now by Shaq, who tries to hit it out, and he does. Cooney now goes for a puck. He gets it, brings it into the Marian zone, shoots it. Pad save there by Gasinka Birkin. Shot wide there by Shaq from the top of the point. Hit there, top of the zone. Scrum now results in Marian getting the puck. They send it in deep to the Bradley zone. Tommy Shaq goes to retrieve it. He looks up and passes it forward to Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis brings it in, and 5-hole shot, scores. Tommy Davis picking up his second of the game, I believe, on another breakaway opportunity there.
Yeah, the Tommy to Tommy connection finally worked there. I really like how Shaq is looking to stretch the ice. And he's really trying to utilize opening opposites in the back end. So really good props to him for looking for that pass, and good finish by Tommy Davis.
Yeah, really nice play there by Tommy Shaq, who he slowed things down, looked up, and he seam to seam, blue line to blue line pass there. Face off won back by Bradley. Schmidt gets it. Zach Malbon hits it forward, just out of the reach of Spence. Schmidt now controls it, brings it back into his own zone, looks for Malbon. Unable to get it to him though. Gets it back and hits it forward. Marian now control it in their zone, get it out. They get it out, but Pierce gets it at the blue line and is unable to get it in. Marian sends it in, and big hit there by Zach Malbon, who appears to be shaken up a little bit. Marian control it now at the point. Shot there blocked by Cam Etchison. Another shot from the top of the circle. Wickline fends off a screen and saves it there with his pad. Bending shot, and he hits it wide. A little scrum going on in front of the net now. Bradley hit it out. Cam Etchison now tries to control it there, but elects to just hit it away and go for a line change. Marian looking for a breakout pass just out of the reach. Corrales gets it in his own zone now. He passes it forward to Sam Bryant, who comes into the Marian zone with speed. It's almost a nice shot there, but it was blocked. Our Blessing tries to keep it in and unable to. He hits it back to Sam Bryant, who brings it forward on the left side boards and dumps it in.
Scoring for the Braves, number 27.
Gousset dumps it in. Sam Bryant, I believe, retrieves it. Baker looks for the pass out front, but is unable to find anyone. Sam Bryant now from the point. Shot, and it's blocked. Pass there looking for someone in the slot. Unable to find anyone, and he goes down to the Bradley end of Wickline, who comes out to play it and plays it forward to Sam Bryant. Chance there for Marian, but they hit it just wide. Blessing now for Bradley. Carries it into Marian's zone. Unable to get by his defender. And Marian now looking to clear it, but are unable to. Blessing keeps it in. And Marian will finally now clear it from their zone. They find a nice seam-to-seam pass there and dump it into the zone. Garrett Hamill gets the puck now below the net. Unable to clear it though. Rock looking to get it there for Bradley. He does, and it is cleared. Bouchard fends off his man, gets the puck, but Marian get the puck at center, bring it into the net, or the zone here, excuse me. And nice defensive play there by Bradley to not really allow anything. Bouchard dumps one in deep. Daniels goes in to retrieve it. He tries to hit it back, but is unable to find anyone. Marian now clear their zone. They enter Bradley's and get a shot that was blocked there by Tommy Shack. Bradley now retrieve it by their right-hand circle, and they look to slow things down and possess the puck. Hamill hits it in deep. Marian looking to clear it, and Daniels intercepts it there and gets the puck now for Bradley in the Marian zone. Tommy Davis fends off a man, passes the point to Schmidt, who passes over to Shack, who shoots it from the point, and blocker saved there by Gashinka Birkin. Tommy Davis retrieves it, hits it to Shack in the slot, who shoots it again and hits the post, I believe it was. Tommy Davis now controls it by the left circle once again, but is unable to find Shack this time. Marian clear it from their zone, but Cooney is able to get it back for Bradley. He enters the Marian zone, looks for a slot pass, gets it, hits Flood, who hits Tommy Davis, but is just unable to tap it underneath the pad to Gashinka Birkin. Marian now clear it to Bradley's zone. Tommy Shack with lots of time here, looks to slow things down. He hits one up to Tommy Davis, the Tommy-to-Tommy pass once again. Tommy takes it below the net, looks for a pass to the slot, but is unable to find anyone. Marian now get the puck, get it out of their own zone and into Bradley's. They look for a little drop pass there and are unable to find it. The puck ends up finding Cooney's stick though, who is just unable to beat his man. Sam Bryant now controls it in his own zone. He brings it forward, passes it over to his D partner in Gousset, who hits it forward to Flood, but Flood just unable to touch it, so that will go for icing.
Yeah, 14 and a half minutes here, 7-1 is currently the score margin for Bradley. We're starting to see kind of step off the gas for both sides. I mean, when you run the short bench, you can kind of see guys hanging heads on the bench. You're going to get tired. I mean, things happen when you're running 11 guys. But Bradley's trying to do a lot, trying to do some fancy things, and they're not just continuing to fill the net as they were with their successful kind of get shots on and kind of get the puck in on goal.
Face-off there, won by Marian, who shoot it wide of the net. Puck battle now by the right end board. It is won by Bradley, who are able to get it out of their zone thanks to Flood and Gousset. Bradley keep it in, and it'll be a penalty. I'm not sure on who. It looks like Cam Etchison is going to the box on a penalty behind the play. So Bradley will now go to their second penalty kill of the game. They were able to kill off the first one.
Yeah, Marian was able to have some good puck position at the beginning of their last power play of their one and only. So look to kind of generate that into this and at least build a little bit of momentum and kind of figure it out going into tomorrow's game to maybe bounce back and figure something out.
Lindemann here to take the draw for Marian. He does win it back. Marian now controls it in the Bradley zone, bending at the top of the slot. He hits it over. Bending now gets it back on the point, looks for a shot. It's blocked, but almost is still able to get through on net. Bradley now on what appears to be almost a 2-on-1 there, but really good play by Bending to hit Bradley off the puck and not really allow an odd man opportunity. Marian now take it into the Bradley zone. Shot there from the point, saved by Wickline. Puck control now at the top of the right-hand boards. Bending looks for a pass. Puck now below the end boards. Garrett Hamill is able to fend off a Marian player and clear it there for Bradley. Bradley now going for a quick line change while they have the opportunity. Zone entry there by Marian. Baker picks it up behind his own net, sends it out to Corrales, who's not able to get to it. Marian will now have around 45 seconds left here on their power play. They're looking to slow things down and get a nice zone breakout here. Bradley electing to stay back. Marian exits their zone, gets by the center ice, and now enters the Bradley zone. Nice move there to get past Tommy Shack. Puck below the net. And pass tried to get to the slot there, but just unable to find anyone. Schmidt picks it up. He hits it out, and thanks to the help of Corrales, is able to hit it down to the Marian zone. 7 seconds left now on this penalty kill.
Marian now controlling it in their own zone. And that'll do it for the Bradley penalty kill, as they are now 2 for 2 on killing a penalty off.
Yeah, big kill there to kind of keep the game at 7-1 for Bradley. Good fundamentals, good clearing the puck out here, and just looking to close the last 12.
Cooney picks it up in the Marian zone, finds Tommy Davis, who tries to find Tommy Shack, but is just hit out of the reach of Tommy Shack. Davis looks for a backhand play there and just hits it high and out of play.
Yeah, I mean, Bradley's going to have an offensive zone draw. They've been lacking in the face-off circle, so like we talked about before, fundamentals. Face-off is a big thing, so when you're in close games, you're on power plays, O-zone, D-zone, those are the big ones. If you're not able to win these face-offs on your good hands, not much goods for you there, then you're just playing almost down a hand to start the shift.
Face-off, blocker's side here. One back to Gousset, who sends it in deep. And the end board there opens up, so that'll be a stoppage in play. First time I've seen that happen here at the Owen Center.
Yeah, I know going in and out of that board's going to the other rink. That's always not the best one when it tends to close. But kind of an update here. We haven't seen Zach Malbon return to the bench. He's been working with one of our beloved student PTs, previous player Josh Crandall, kind of helping him out there, so hope he's doing well.
Face-off one back by Bradley, sent into the below the net, and Contreras, I believe, there fends off a Marian player and wins the puck. With the help of Daniels, they keep it below the net, but Marian is able to get back the puck, and they try and clear, but are unable to, and now they do get it out of the zone. They enter the Bradley zone, but it is offside there.
Jackson Sweeney is really liking to enter that offensive zone. Offensive zone with some speed, trying to generate the opportunity going wide. Hasn't had a lot of success with it so far, other than the lone goal tonight for Marian. So he's looking to kind of generate what he can with the last 11 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, Jackson Sweeney has done a lot of their zone entries for them here. Face-off one back by Bradley. Pierce passes it forward to Spence on the boards, who gets knocked off and loses it. Kept in there by Sam Bryant. Pierce now controls it at center ice. He looks to slow things down. He takes it forward, beats one man, looks to hit it in, but is unable to. Sam Bryant controls it at the point, and he dumps it in. Marian now controlling it below their own net. Bending, unable to corral that there. And puck now still down by the end boards. Bradley does come up with it. Pierce now in the slot, looks for a shot. Glove save there, and nearly rebound goal for Cam Etchison, but just unable to find the net. Hamill looks to keep it in. He does. He controls it below the end boards, looks for a slot pass, but unable to find one. Hamill once again keeps it in and dumps it. Pierce now below the boards. And shot wide there. Hamill now controls it, passes, keeps it, and fends off a Marian player. Rock there picks it up and dumps it out of the Bradley zone. Blessing nearly able to get it, but was unable to. Hit forward there by Bradley. Marian enters the Bradley zone, and thanks to 3 Bradley players, gets bumped off the puck, and now we have an opportunity here for Bradley. Pass to the slot and nearly hit in there by Blessing, but puck just went just wide. Baker looks for a shot from the point, but just doesn't get through. Marian now looks to exit their zone. Sweeney looking for the zone entry once again, but gets the puck hit out of his stick. Marian enters the zone, gets through 2 Bradley players, but is unable to get through the third. Schmidt now gets the puck, hits it forward, and Bradley does clear it, looking for a long pass to Corrales, but just wasn't able to do it, and the puck will get blown down due to a hand pass there by Marian.
2 words here, Logan. Bad habits. Starting to see them form already. Bad habits are forming on the side of Bradley, and that's not what you want. Guys stretching, guys not back checking, guys not really focused on a lot of things. They're trying to get their name, their taste of being on the score sheets, and as a fan, as a coach, as a captain, never really leaves a good taste in your mouth to pick up a win.
Face-off won by Bradley. Pass to the slot, unable to get a shot. A shot there by Tommy Davis from the point and just misses the net. Davis retrieves the puck there at center ice. Gives it to Cooney, who gives it to Sam Bryant, who enters the zone. Passes over to Davis, who gets an odd man rush and nearly gets it past Gashinka Birkin there, but just loses it. Opportunity now for Marian, who get into the Bradley zone but get bumped off the puck. Davis now enters the Marian zone, passes back to Shaq, who hits it to Gashinka Birkin, and rebound goes to Tommy Davis, who just hits the side of the net. Marian clear their zone here. Gousset dumps it back in. Tommy Davis looks to go and retrieve. It's hit out to center ice, and Marian do get it now for a 2-on-1 rush. Hit over to Bending, and nice save by Wickline on the 2-on-1 backdoor opportunity. The puck is sent forward to Tommy Davis for a breakaway, who shoots it, and glove save by Gashinka Birkin. Cooney now looking to regain the puck. He does. He sends it to Tommy Davis in the slot, and Tommy Davis just misses wide there of the net. Puck is tried to get cleared there by Marian, but Gousset keeps it in, passes it over to Schmidt. Schmidt there from the circle, passes back door to Cooney. Cooney just, I believe, wide. It was going to go wide, but Gashinka Birkin does save it. Bending now sends it forward. And Lindemann, the captain for Marian, helps get it out. Marian now zone entry, breakaway shot there, and saved by Wickline, who has made a couple nice pad saves this period. Marian now looking to get it into the Bradley zone. They do and dump it. Gousset helps hit it out. Flood gets that pass from Gousset and brings it into the Marian zone. Gives it back to Contreras, who puts one on net, and that'll be a whistle now.
Yeah, a lot of defensive zone mistakes coming in from Bradley. I know that's been the big topic of our conversation, but not much to say here on the side of Marian. We were trailing by 6, but Bradley is the home team. They are our boys, so you don't want to see these defensive errors kind of happening over and over and over again in a 7-1 game, and because those are the ones that eventually lead to happening in a 3-3 game that's playoff opportunities.
Face-off won by Marian. Hamill nearly keeps it into the offensive zone, but is unable to. Daniels now brings it in. Shot there blocked and goes just wide of the net. Bouchard picks it up there by the left end board. He tries to hit one to the slot, but is unable to. Hamill keeps it in, dumps it in deep. Daniels goes in to retrieve it. He does, but he gets knocked off the puck in a stick battle. A little board battle going on, and it ends up going to Bradley, thanks to Contreras and Daniels there. Puck now controlled by Marian below their net. Looking for the breakout pass. They get it out, but are unable to find anyone. Hamill passes it over to Daniels. Daniels tries to beat one man, but gets bumped off the puck there. Marian now can bring it back into their own zone. Looking for a breakout here. They slow things down, pass it around, and pass there straight to Contreras, who gets it in the slot and for a breakaway. And good save by Gashinka Birkin. Contreras got the puck and was just unable to tuck it in there. Nice defensive read there to intercept the pass, though, by him. Sent in by Marian deep. Tommy Shack tries to hit it out of the reach of the Marian player and nearly does, but ends up tying him up on the boards. Baker now hits it forward to Blessing, who is unable to control it. Big hit there by Hamill at center ice. Blessing now brings it into the Marian zone, but just gets knocked off his feet and goes down into the end board. Big hit there by Baker, who I believe did not like what Marian did to Blessing. So now Bradley will go to the penalty kill here. He pats Blessing on the head and tells him, "I got your back."
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for standing up your guy. I think personally it's a fine play. Depends if he gives him a 5 here, then it's not a good play. And they're going to give him a 5. Baker will be gone for tomorrow. And Marian will play the rest of the game on the power play.
Yeah, 4:57 left here, so 5-minute power play will cause Bradley to be on the penalty kill the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Bending kind of gave Blessing a couple extra shoves there on the ground, and if Baker was down there battling and just used his size to finish the check, I think it's okay. It might just be a 2. But the fact that he skated into the zone and kind of finished his check, and I mean, big guy on big guy, it's going to make a lot of noise. And so they reacted accordingly in 7-1 game. You don't want to see guys who are up 7-1 on a team doing those kind of things. So it's just cause and effect for what's going on. So rest is 4-minute, 50-second hockey. We're going to get the Marian power play and see what they can do with it.
Face-off there, won by Cooney, back to Wickline who covers. Marian now with their 3rd power play opportunity of the game. Has not scored yet. And Bradley are able to clear it down to the other end of the ice where Gashinka-Birkin stops it from going in and hits it forward to Bending. Bending now looks to carry it out of the Marian zone. He hits it forward, and turnover there by Marian. I believe that is Sam Bryant who takes it now below the goal line. He hits it back to Andrew Spence, who looks to kill a little bit more clock, and he gets by one man. And good tie-up there by the Marian player who stopped Spence from getting a shot on net. Marian regained the puck now and exit their zone. They get it into the Bradley zone, and they get a shot that is blocked by Tommy Shack. But they do regain and now control it below the net. They take it now to top of the circle and then top of the slot. Shot blocked there by Andrew Spence, who was right in front of it and just took that straight into him. Zone entry there by Bending, and shot wide. Nearly got the rebound off the end board, but was just unable to. And Tommy Shack wins a puck battle there, and it clears it out of the zone and then takes a hit. Good play there by him. Gashinka-Birkin controls it below his net, and he hits it forward to Bending. 3:30 left here in this game. Hit forward to the Bradley zone and controlled by Marian, who pass it back to the point and now control the puck below the end boards. Hansen has it. He passes it over to Kozinza, who passes it down below the end board, back to Hansen. Now back to the top of the slot. Shot by Kozinza. Blocked or saved there, and then rebound opportunity by Hansen. Gets the backhand, shoots, and scores. So
yeah, I mean, it's just you get a 5-on-4. I mean, Marian finally able to bury one, but they're going to play with it the rest of the period. And I'm kind of chuckling. I realize Tommy Davis is sitting in the box, so he's going to watch the rest of this game from the little sit bin serving for Ethan Baker's 5-minute. But yeah, 7-2 game now. I mean, it's still a big deficit. I think even the best team out there isn't going to pull this one back. But we'll just kind of see what kind of leads into tomorrow's affairs.
Face-off there, won by Marian, who they bring it back in their own zone now. Corrales in the slot looking to kind of force Marian to go one way, but Pierce now does. And it's hit forward to Schmidt, who sends it back into the Marian zone. 2:45 left to go here. Marian exit their own zone, but Pierce hits the puck away and gets it back and then hits it back to Schmidt. Good play there by Pierce. Schmidt passes it forward to Pierce, who Pierce tries to send it back to him, but is unable to, and then a penalty there to Marian.
Yeah, I mentioned this in the second period. Can't hit with your hands. And Levi Olsen followed through, palms and knuckles right up to the teeth. So he's going to spend a couple minutes sitting. We're going to get a little 4-on-4 hockey. I would like to see Corrales out there. He's one shy of his, I think it's his first college career hat trick. It'd be cool to see him out there to cap that one off. But we got Cooney and Daniels out here with Rack and Hamill. I'm feeling it. I feel Garrett's got one in him. He's got a bit of a wild shot, but sometimes it can find the back of the net.
Garrett Hamill in his first game of the year here, he was out due to injury, but is now back in the lineup. Puck won by Marian. They send it back in their own zone. Daniels goes and retrieves it. He sends it back to the point, but it is hit just out, and it'll go down to the Bradley zone. Ooh, bad hit there on Rack.
That's just one of those scary things where two guys are going full speed to the boards, and it depends on how you kind of catch someone. And, I mean, Lindemann's a big fella, and Rack does have some height to him, but doesn't have a whole lot of size backing him up. And And it's just an unfortunate kind of thing. You hate to see those kind of things happen. Full speed into the boards. They're not fun. As any hockey fan to watch, they're not something you want to see happen. So we're going to see some 4-on-3 action, as if this game couldn't get any more interesting or drag on any longer. And see what the Bradley power play can do.
Rare type of power play here for Bradley with the 4-on-3. So Bradley, they have about 1:32 left on the original penalty, so they'll have 1.5 minutes here with the 2-man advantage. And face-off won by Bradley. Sam Bryant passes it over to Tommy Shack, who sends one down to Daniels. Daniels takes it below the net, passes it back to Bryant at the point. Bryant passes it over to Shack at the top of the circle, who passes it across the slot looking for Daniels, but unable to find him. Daniels passes it over to Shack, who looks for Sam Bryant backdoor, but was just unable to get it there. Marian now looking to get it into the Bradley zone, bending, gets by one, gets by another, and just gets a shot off, and Wickline was able to hit it away. Daniels now with the puck, looking to get it forward. He passes it to Cooney, who enters the Marian zone. Cooney passes it back to Shack, top of the slot, and blocked there by Marian. Bending now takes it forward once again for Marian. This time he elects to dump it in, and that should go to Cooney, who gets the puck with 1 minute left here. He hands it off to Schmidt. Schmidt brings it forward, passes it over to the bench area. Bradley now looking to enter the zone. Contreras does. He takes it below the net. He passes it to the top of the slot to Schmidt, who passes it over to Gousset, who looks for a shot, and it is hit away by Gashirka Birkins. Daniels keeps it in. Contreras controls it down by the end boards. He passes it over. Shot there from the point, blocked. Marian now, 4-on-4, so semi-even strength here. Schmidt gets it by the right end boards of Bradley's side. Him and Blessing are in a puck battle. They win it forward. Bradley now carrying it. Corrales hits it over to Blessing, and that'll do it. 7-2 Bradley win here. They'll play again tomorrow, not tomorrow night, tomorrow during the day. Any thoughts, Corey?
7-2 wins a win. Bradley hasn't had a win in a long time. Good to get one of those under your belts, especially after going on a bit of a losing streak and not winning in the home barn since the home opener. So these two teams will face off again tomorrow. See who shows up and how it turns out. But yeah, 7-2 win for Bradley.
Good start for them after they just came off over a month break from their previous game. They now go to center ice to thank their fans. We'll soon be going down to the penalty box to Meagan Ruger-Smith, who will be interviewing one of the Bradley players. The players now salute the fans. And we are now going down to Meagan, who will be interviewing Jacob Corrales.
All right. So, got a few questions for you. First of all, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
So, it's been a little over a month since the Braves have last played. What was not only your strategy coming into this game, but the team's overall strategy?
Well, it was important to stay fit over the offseason, but we kind of started strong and keeping the momentum going.
How did it feel to, in your rookie season, have such a good game?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Fun to score.
All right, and so there's a couple of series left in the season, and all of them are away before we get to the postseason. What is the team strategy to stay energized, to stay fresh before those long stretches of away series?
Take it play by play, one shift at a time, and don't rush the game. Make smart plays.
All right, and if you had anything to say to the fans watching right now, what would it be?
Hey, Mom. That's all.
Thank you so much, and great game. All right, back to you guys up there.
Thank you, Meagan, and thank you, Jacob. So Bradley will play tomorrow at 3:15 here. this will be their last home game of the season tomorrow before they go and play 6 games on the road before playoffs. So any last thoughts before we go here?
Got to pick it up. You're not allowed to have any off games at this point. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep fine-tuning everything and be better each and every game. You don't got any time left in the season to take any relapses or have any weekends off, because 1 weekend off, 1 week of practice off, 1 time of just not showing up, and you're not going to get it back. So they got to keep moving in the right direction.
Thank you for joining us once again, Cory. I've been Logan Quinn, and this has been Cory Kohut. Thank you guys for watching, and this has been the Bradley Hockey Network.